Hi Flosstube, it's Lynn, the Canadian Stitcher. I'm back for another update and to show the progress that I've been making on some of my projects in the past couple of weeks. So hello and welcome to any new subscribers. I did get over 1,000 subscribers, so I'm really pleased with that. When I first started, I was hoping to have 100, so I've well surpassed my goal. So I will be doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway just a little bit later on. So it's Canadian Thanksgiving weekend. Thanksgiving is on Monday. And so we're going to be having our dinner today. Ours is very similar to American Thanksgiving, I guess. I had been in Hawaii right before the American Thanksgiving, and there was a couple from the United States. I don't remember where they were from, but they were asking me, well, do you have Thanksgiving in Canada? And I was like, yeah, but we have ours in October. And they were really curious of what kind of foods we made and stuff. And I said, the same as you guys do, turkey, pumpkin pie, all the same things. I'm not actually doing a turkey. We prefer goose. So I went to the butcher shop and actually pre-ordered and picked up a very large goose. And oh, it's so good. Yeah, lots of times for Christmas or Thanksgiving, I'll do a goose instead of a turkey. Usually one of those celebrations will have a turkey, and the next one then usually a goose. So yeah, and then I'll be off work tomorrow because tomorrow's the actual holiday. So I had been away for a week. I went back to Saskatchewan to help out a family member. So I took Discovery with me, and I'll show you the progress that I made on that. I just wanted to say it was a beautiful drive down there. Oh my goodness. So I'm in northeastern Alberta, and North Battleford is where I was going. So it's a little bit further down south and over the Saskatchewan border. And it's so pretty driving in the fall, with all the color, the leaves changing colors, all just beautiful. And most of the fields are blank now. And then just seeing all the migratory birds that are flying at this time of year is just awesome to see that. There's just like thousands and thousands of ducks and geese and swans and these huge flocks of birds that you get to observe as you're driving in the prairie. So I did mention I was having some stress at work that was bothering me, that I've kind of been working my way through. So I did find out finally where I knew that I was moving. I have an itchy nose, Flosstube itchy nose. I knew I was moving to a different site, but I didn't know what site it was or when I'd be going. So I did have a Skype meeting with my manager this week, and I will be going to a different supportive living site, probably about the same driving distance, but it'll be a different drive for me. And it won't be until November 25th. This is going to be my first day there. So it's still supportive living. It's just a little bit additional program add-on to it. So I got another mystery package in the mail. When I got back from Saskatchewan, I had a whole bunch of little packages because I had ordered some things to make some needle minders off of Amazon. But this is the one that I was not expecting to get and did not order, another mislabeled package. So again, I got a Samsung phone charger. Last time I just got the charger. This time I got the charger with the cord. I did find someone at work. I took it to work and I said, anybody have a Samsung phone they want a charger for? Yeah, so now she's going to get another one. I'm still waiting for them to send me a laptop though. So I had a finish. I had French Country for Pumpkin by JBW Designs. Just a little mini sampler of a pumpkin. So this was some fabric that I had tea dyed myself. What is on there? There's a bit of fluff on there. I tea dyed this, and this fabric was actually peach to start with, and I wouldn't cross stitch anything on a peach color, so I dyed it with tea. and it turned out a little bit blotchy, which was okay. So I kind of centered the pumpkin sort of in the lighter spot there. So I thought that turned out really cute. There's a cat, a basket, a squirrel, a pear, a bird, a pumpkin face, a little plant. Yeah. So I was working on this one on my lunch breaks at work and finished that one. And then I was going to use the other side of this fabric here to do the other one that I showed you. This is a Cat's Eye View Designs by Kathleen Dawson, Autumn. So I was going to, well, I actually did, I started it using, and then I was scared I was going to run out of fabric, and I'm not liking the way this orange color is looking on this. It's not showing up enough, so I'm going to rip these stitches out. I'll use that little end piece of fabric for another small something, and I might do this one on white instead, just so that the fall colors show up better on it. There's also what looks like golden, like wheat, looks like I can't think of the name, stalks of wheat there, so it's just not going to show up well enough on this color fabric, so I'm going to switch it, and I'm thinking I'm going to use white. So my plans from my last video, I said I was going to be working on the Lynx cat, and I did work on him a little bit. My goal was to get a page finished. Yeah, no, not even close to that. So I did, where was I? I was up here in the paw, so I came across more of the snow and then working up that way. Once I get this page finished, this one right here, the next page over is where the much larger piece of snow is here. So that's a fairly big chunk that's going to be like only 1 or 2 colors or 3 colors in there to do the snow. So that one's going to get put away for a little while again. And when I went home, I knew I would be stitching a lot, but there was some stress involved with what was happening. So I took Discovery with me because I knew I was down on this part here, and that there would be very large blocks of color and not a lot of color switching, so that not with a stressed brain having to do a whole bunch of color switching and stuff. I just wanted it to be easy stitching, and I knew I was in that kind of spot down there. So I did actually finish an entire page on this one. So I did, it's a page and a bit. So I did this portion all in here. And this was where this is, maybe only 2 or 3 different colors in there, and then finished the bottom of this pillar here. And then I was coming across. So when I get over to here, that's the end of the design. So I'm all the way here now, and I'm working on her shadow again, and then there'll be this pillar going up here, and then I'll move over and start doing her shirt and her arm coming across. I've mentioned this before, this is my favorite HAED, and this is my favorite cross-stitch project that I'm working on. So I got a lot done on her. My hand was actually starting to cramp as I was stitching so much. So there's my board. I just have so this is a partial page at the bottom, so the page above, partial page, and then working into the corner here is just a little partial page and another little bit there. So not quite a full. I've got a page and a bit left to do to finish up across the bottom. And then I worked on my Mirabilia Siren and the Shipwreck. So I'm doing her on 16 count sea linen Ada, and I finished the back part of her tail fin there, and this, I don't even know what these would be called, tendrils. So I'm going to come back up here now and then work my way up, finishing the rest of her dress here, and then I'll start stitching her body. So this one's coming along quite nicely. Still really enjoying that one. I'm not going to pick up my board this week because there's a lot of clutter on there because I was disorganized with that. So we talked about the lynx and the pumpkin, the Mermaid Discovery. Plans for this week coming up. I'm going to actually take the Mermaid to work with me to work on my lunch breaks. Hoping that I can maybe get that other portion of her dress done. I'm only working 3 days this week because tomorrow's the holiday and then Friday I'm off. But I'll take her with me and work on her on my lunch breaks. And then I'm going back to Long Dog Sampler's Death by Cross Stitch. So I'm working down at the bottom here and I had made a mistake and I had cut off the grayed out part of the pattern and was missing a little bit there. So I have a couple of stitches to rip out and refine my space. So because tomorrow's a holiday and I won't be working, I'll have a clear mind. Dinner will be over with and I can just focus on ripping out those stitches and getting back to figuring out, get myself back on track with that one. So the last video I posted, I didn't tell you what my nail polish color was. And I had a few people asking. So in my last video, the color that I was wearing, it was a Zoya polish. They have an online store and it was the color Channing. And this week is a bright orange, but not pumpkin orange, because that'll be for next week. But this is also a Zoya. And this one is called Rika. Yeah, so something different. That's all I have. That's all of my news. I'll try and put a video up again next weekend. I'll see if I can do a how-to video, if I can get that figured out. Yeah, I might do that. I'll maybe do a how-to or a beginner's video. Just start that series going, because I did say that I wanted to do that and do some more basic and tutorial how-tos. So yeah. Okay, so let me know what you think of that. If you have any other questions and comments, if there's something specific that you want me to show in a video, more detailed how I do something, please let me know so I can include that. And I hope you all have a good week. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.